Yeah, I watched the end of the tour.
Oh, I wanted to see
that's
that.
the David Foster Wallace.
Yeah,
movie?
That's
I
right,
heard that
yeah.
was great.
Yeah, it's Jesse Eisenberg and Jason Segel, and it's David. What's his name? I don't have
Gordon Green?
No. Yeah, David. He's a writer, Rolling Stone. Can't think of his name at all. Again, my phone died, so I don't have any notes. So Rolling Stone writer, young writer, goes out to interview David Foster Wallace for Rolling Stone just after Infinite Jest is on its big book tour and blowing up all over the place. And he recorded the whole thing on
David
cassette.
Lipsky.
Lipsky, thank you. And the interview actually was never printed, as far as I understand, or put into a story for whatever reasons. And so this is basically because David Foster Wallace killed himself. And so this movie is after the fact of that. So it is about it being aware that this has happened. And so it's Lipsky going back and looking at his interview with him and listening to it. And so you basically just get the two of them in cars and hotel rooms talking for about 2 hours. And without a doubt, one of the best movies I saw all year.
Yeah.
Holy shit, did I love this movie. It's because it's not about this wonderfully talented writer who was emotionally conflicted and had these issues and whatever and wound up killing himself. It is really just about looking at a conversation he had with a writer who desperately wanted to be where he was eventually, and their conversation is two fairly smart but fairly difficult human beings emotionally and intellectually having a very, very good conversation. And it tells you quite a bit about them and about any kind of narrative that you would want for any kind of movie to come away with something to think about, either these people or yourself or the world at large.
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic. So fantastic. The performances are great. This is exactly where Jesse Eisenberg belongs. I think he works well in these movies. He kills it. He's really believable and dialed in. It's not like watching something like... What was that stoner movie I watched?
American Ultra?
Yeah, it's like he's fine. It just doesn't work. And like he was great in The Social Network, and he, when he finds his niche roles, he really, really kills them. And this is that situation. And Jason Segel is just pure heart and soul in this movie. He's so good, so good. And it's such a strange thing because I never was into How I Met Your Mother. Didn't watch that show.
Me either.
Would attempt to get into it every once in a while. I'm like, I hate this. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But
was
knew
one of those-
Jason Segel from movies, and I'm like, this guy is fucking hilarious. And so I was like, I like Neil Patrick Harris. I like him a lot. Jason Segel. Why can't I watch this show? Because I think Jason Segel sucks on that show. It's just like
he seems like he's just not
into
it.
Yeah. And Hannigan too. Like it's not all of it. I'm like, I just don't like that show. Yeah. I don't like the writing. I don't like how it was carried out.
It was one of those shows where everybody said, like, you got to be watching it. And I was like, but I watched it.
Why would I?
I watched enough of it to make a solid decision that it's... I see what everybody gets.
Yeah.
But,
it's not as bad as, like, Big Bang Theory or something,
No, it definitely has its own thing. It's like Malcolm in the Middle for me. It's like, I get why people like this.
Yeah.
I will never like it.
In the middle of the road, more like it.
Thank you for your social commentary.
Very good.
It's the same thing.
But anyway, it's neither here nor there. That show's finally gone and whatever. But I mean, that's why most people, I guess, would know Jason Segel.
Yeah.
But he's just got this creative life outside of that where that has been so
How I Met Your Mother
successful.
in the middle of the road, more like it.
When you look at Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
Yeah.
which is a rom-com essentially, but that's one of the best comedies
very-
of the
yeah,
last
so
15 years. Boy, is that a good movie. So funny. So rewatchable. And then that movie, then because of the climax in that film, he gets to do a Muppet movie.
Yeah,
reignites
which
the
is
Muppets.
fucking great.
It is great.
He gets to do that because he loves puppets.
Yeah.
Like he's such a
Pretty
fucking
good,
interesting
man.
performer.
Really, really cool. There's an excellent interview with him on Marin on WTF. That's really, really kind of cool. It gets into all that stuff, and this movie quite a bit too. But it doesn't seem like an exciting movie. You just got two guys talking about shit in a car or a hotel room or a restaurant for almost 2 hours, and fuck yeah, again, one of the best things I saw all year.
My Dinner with Andre.
Yeah, but not at all. But that same kind of, I don't know, these guys, two very, very talented guys doing what they do about as well as they can
Yeah.
in a really well written, really interesting, thoughtful, touching movie.
Directed by James Ponsoldt.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a good career.
Mm-hmm.